that's that. But I'm gonna leave it at that. Like, everybody's ready to step up no matter what.
So when you go into San Francisco, going to the Sweet 16 and everything, I know that it's something that some guys have been used to here, but for the guys that's ever been there before, just what can you remember about that experience and being in the Sweet 16 once again?
I mean, it's great. You're going to a whole other location. You get the rest, practice, you get ready for a new set of teams. Like every game is a championship game, so we're just going to go back. We're going to rest a little bit, get back to practice, get back in the gym, do what we need to do.
When the fouls are piling up like that on y'all, not just you, but everybody, does it change the way y'all play? Like, do you have to adjust, or kind of, how's that go?
In a way, but we were still aggressive. I'm just proud of every individual on this team. Everybody stepped up, everybody had their moment, and that's what it's going to take to get to a national championship.
I remember after the first game, someone asked you, like, hey, are you going to score 20 again? You said, hey, it could be anybody. Well, today, Carter gave you, I think 15, Billy had 16. Does it surprise you at all that those freshmen are able to step up like that in big moments?
Not at all. We have a very talented team. Like I said, anybody on this team on every given day, night, morning, it doesn't matter when it is, they can easily go for 20. So I have faith in everybody that can step up, do what they need to do, and help us win the game.
Carter seemed pretty locked in from the jump. I mean, is that something you kind of got from him pregame vibes? Or
yeah, I like that. We try to get him right. It's his first time, being in March Madness. I always watched it growing up, and now he's playing, and he's a big part of the reason why we're here. And then to see him with 4 blocks, I'm really proud of him with 4 blocks. So I definitely got to, tell him to keep going with that on the defensive end.
Jonas, you played in a lot of NCAA tournament games. Where would you rank this one in terms of your favorite?
All of them my favorite. I like every single win. There's no win that I put on top of each other. I mean, I'm just glad we got this done for coach and our team. So now we get to go to San Francisco and get ready for a new set of games.
Zuby, for them 24, had a big game. What was the challenge like going up against a guy like that?
Tough. I mean, he gave it his all. He left it on the floor. Credit to him. Great physical, big. Tried to stay in a foul trouble with him, but obviously couldn't do that. But it was definitely fun battling against him for sure.
Appreciate it, man.
Is there any surprise about what you guys have been able to accomplish here in these 2 games?
No, we worked our butt off to get here. People doubted us early in the season, and now they're trying to get them outside. So we're used to being an underdog.
Carter, just how'd that feel? You had a great game out there, especially in the early going. Just what were you seeing out there to help you have the game that you did?
I was just seeing. I mean, I don't know what I did, but I was just seeing barbecue chicken. You know what I'm saying? Just attacking the rim. They couldn't guard us in the paint. Getting to the rim, finishing off 2, finishing layups, and yeah.
So everyone talked about the physicality of St. John's. Seems like y'all's matching their physicality pretty well. Just what was it like just battling out there and going back and forth with the physical team, being physical you guys? So.
Yeah, that physical team, a real good team too. 24 with a dog out there. But the guards, we got up on them, physical, played defense, stood on our feet, we did our thing.
You guys got in foul trouble a little bit there at the end, just to help everyone stepping up and getting into those roles when the bigs got in foul trouble. Had other guys stepping into those roles.
It's real big, it's real big, but it's not nothing new. When Jonas was hurt earlier in the season, we had like switch around, like just work around, us and everything when Jonas was hurt. So it wasn't no big deal. The bigs were in foul trouble. I had to play the 4, T had to play the 5. So what it is.
Is feeling as good as what you were hoping you would feel going to the Sweet 16?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's a great feeling. But we got 3 more games left. 4 more games left. So we get the job out. We got to get the business.
I apologize if they already asked you this, but 16 points tonight. You were a really big contributor. What was working for you out there on the court?
Just attacking the rim. KP and the coaches told me, Cal, attack the rim. They can't guard you. Get to the rim, get some free throws, then pop a 3 or something. But I ain't shoot no 3s today, so the rim was just so open. The paint was open, so I just kept attacking.
Yeah. I mean, St. John's had a pretty good contingent of fans out there. Just how important was it to kind of weather through that?
It was crazy. I thought we were playing at St. John's for a minute. Shoot, I mean, when they made it 3 years, they were going crazy. But I think it's like 2 hours away from here. But yeah, we had to block that noise down. We just focus on the goal, focus on this win.
When you guys started to get into foul trouble, what was Cal telling you guys in the huddle as you guys were getting prepared to come back out on the court?
Don't foul. You know what I'm saying? We're already down like 7 guys, so we can't really be in foul trouble. So just don't foul. Play straight up. don't bring your arms down, just play straight up, hands up.
Talked about having 7 guys. Adu was possibly coming back, didn't play it tonight, but Cal mentioned last week that if you guys advanced far enough, he might be able to come back. How important would getting him back be, just kind of from the Sweet 16 and beyond?
Oh yeah, most definitely. It would be definitely big that he'll come back. He's very important to this team, very big to the team, very big contributor. I believe that he should have been SEC All-Team and Player of the Year. He's a real good player.
Yeah. Off topic from this game, but I saw online that your brother is getting a contract with the Warriors. How do you feel about that?
I feel great. He told me the other day that he's going to sign with them. Blessings. He worked his butt off to get that contract too. So people died on him, but I'm glad to see him.
Awesome.
When it comes to looking at the shot clock, just learning, learning as the game goes on, just learning shot clock awareness when the time is ticking down and stuff like that. So I really say from experience.
Yeah, and you, had to go make a play several times today. And what have you done to make it where you can finish among the trees? You get in there with some taller defenders, and you're able to finish a lot of times.
Really just working on it. Doing a lot of work, watching film and stuff like that. Just what I could do better to be able to finish goals. So really just working at it. Working in the gym at it, getting contact. Not shying away from the contact, so I could really try to get a layup and stuff like that. Really, my teammates be helping. Setting great screens and stuff like that. So they make the game 10 times easier for me.
That moment on the court afterward, you all get to kind of celebrate together. I'm sure that's kind of, as a basketball player, the moments you dream of. What did that mean to you to get to have that moment after what happened last year?
It was surreal. It was very surreal. It felt amazing. Just really seeing all our families up there, just seeing everybody supporting us and stuff like that. It felt amazing to be able to get a win for them. Just knowing how much they support us and stuff like that. It felt amazing, and just even from last year, it never feels good to lose. It never feels good to lose, no matter if you're in the tournament, no matter where you're at. So, it just feels good.
And you're in your first year at Arkansas now. Y'all are still going, but up to this point, what has this meant to you this year at Arkansas? Just, I know new place, new faces, but you're representing a new school. What has it meant to you?
It's meant everything. The people have accepted us greatly. So I love it. I love it here. I love it in Arkansas. It's an amazing school, amazing program, and I'm happy I came here.
Yeah. St. John's is probably one of the more physical teams that you guys have played this year. Just how did you guys battle through that and to get the win?
Really just preparing, just knowing what type of game it was going to be. They're a very competitive team, so we just knew we had to match their intensity and just go out there ready to fight.
DJ, Coach Cal just said that you guys were 0-5, you had to find yourselves. Who you were, and find a way out of that. Can you just kind of describe what that period was like for you guys as a team and what it took to get out of that hole?
It definitely wasn't fun. Going through that time, but I feel like that's what made us who we are. It built all of our characters as players, as coaches. Even as people. That's a life lesson you can take. No matter how down you are, it's always going to get better as long as you keep working. Don't ever put your head down. No situation. That's something coach is big on. Don't ever put your head down. Don't ever give up on each other because it's a long season. That's how we approached it. We took it one game at a time, and now we're here. So it feels great to be here, but we still know we got to take care of business, and we got another good game coming.
And what is that adversity? Over a 5-game stretch, not a week, but 3 weeks.
Right.
How did that shape you guys now? Being on this stage and having tasted it?
Just with everything. We here now, so we play with no regrets. We go out there and play to win. And it taught us a lot. A lot of lessons, even in the games. When the team goes on a run or when we got a bad stretch, just knowing that it could get better. That's a part of the game. So I feel like that's how it helped us.
And last thing is, how did the grind of playing the SEC, major matchups, marquee matchups, prepare you for this style of play that you face today?
It prepares you a lot. The SEC is a very physical conference, and every game you're gonna play against teams like that. That's very physical. Just very talented and stuff like that. So I feel like it prepared us a lot. And every game we played in the SEC, honestly, was like that game. It's gonna be a close game, a very hard-fought game, very physical game. So I feel like that's how it prepared us.
Appreciate you. Thanks for
Appreciate you.
Carter and Billy both really stepped up today. Just what did you think of their games as young guys coming in and making an impact?
They played amazing. You wouldn't even, if you didn't know how old they were or what grade they was in, you wouldn't even know they was freshmen. The way they played today. So they was just came out there ready to play. And they was ready for the moment. Yeah. I mean, that just explains the type of players they are. You know, they've been playing good the whole year. Have definitely stepped up a lot.
Yesterday we were talking about, you know, hey, we think we can get to the Sweet 16. We know.
No, I know.
No, you knew. Exactly. Okay, I wanted to make sure I could say I know. You knew. But you knew because it was that 0-5 start. Everybody counting out this team. I mean, it was almost like you guys wanted to just prove all the doubters wrong.
You know, long season, up and down season in the SEC, you know, started off bad. Just fought through adversity. You know, we came together, had some meetings, even with the coaches, had some meetings, just worked on like what do we need to do? Talked about it, and just went from there. Everybody took an extra step. That was really all.
You had a big game. Carter had a big game. The freshmen making an impact in this one on the biggest stage. I mean, how cool is that? And Boogie as well. How cool is that seeing the freshmen have such a huge impact?
You know, it's great. You know, we all stay together, so it's like we all dreamed of this. Like just playing with my brothers. I knew Ben for a long time. Just got to know Carter this year. He's supposed to like family, so it's like we just want to see family win.
How much are y'all fighting for each other? Like, I mean, you said y'all are brothers. Like, how much on the court is it just like personal about these are, you know, playing for each other?
It means everything, because you know, if he got my back, I gotta have his back. So it's just vice versa thing.
You know, I know Courtney mentioned the freshmen stepping up. The first game of the tournament was really the old heads stepping up for y'all, Jonas and Nelly. But what was it about? Did that first game getting out of the way kind of maybe free y'all up a little bit, the young guys, to come out here and just play a little more loose?
Yeah, just really just getting the jitters out of our system. You know, me and Carter, he was kind of nervous. I told him I'm nervous. He said I'm nervous too. Yeah. This game was just quality from get-go.
Yeah. What was said in the huddle when St. John started to come back and cut it close? What was said? What was Coach Cal saying? What were the leaders on this team saying?
We good. Like basketball game and run, so they gonna make it run. We gonna make it run. So we just gonna come down, execute what we do what we do, and fight.
Billy, are we dancing in the Sweet 16?
Are we surviving and advancing? We're advancing.
Advancing. I love it.
You're right, it was like a home game.
Yeah, on that note, I mean, the fact that it was kind of like a road environment, were y'all able to feed off that? Like, did that help at all? Like,
I mean, yeah, you know, the crowd gets me hyped. I mean, I can only speak for myself, but I'm pretty sure it got us hyped, you know, as you can see in the gameplay and seeing the outcome. You know, we're just excited that we was here, excited that we got to do this together.
Second game back, did it feel a little bit better, a bit more like yourself?
Well, it definitely felt better, you know, just slowly but surely, you know, staying within what we do, and, you know, just being myself.
Billy, 16 points tonight. Just what did you make of his performance?
Yeah, give us whatever you got, whenever you got it. You know, we love it.
How tough is it for y'all, like, whatever the foul after foul after foul, fouls are kind of mounting up? Like, how tough is that?
So we knew coming into the game was going to be that type of game. You know, we just have to be physical, we have to be tough, mentally tough. You know, Coach told us not to feed into the, you know, the refs and, you know, just play our game, and that's what we did.
I think I maybe asked you and several of the guys after the Kansas game, like, y'all have had several guys where you built a lead, the other team makes the run, but y'all are able to pull it out at the end. Does that experience throughout the year against good teams, does that help you in moments like this?
I mean, it shows our resilience. You know, it shows we can overcome adversity. It shows what we can be. You know, we stay mentally tough, we stay disciplined, and, you know, we go over the W.
In the black shirt.
Not fair.
Thank you. Sorry.
Boogie, in a game that's so where offense is such a high priority or a high focal point, you've had two great defensive plays that kind of helped turn the tide of the game. Just how important was your defense tonight to win?
I just take pride in that. You know, whatever we need, like I said, I'm coming to the team late, you know, just to get whatever we need. You know, and I feel like I did that. And, you know, that's just my defensive instincts, my point guard skills, my leadership, and I'm just showing them, you know, what we can be and what can we do.
So Boogie, just how's it feel, man? I know you probably answered, but how's it feel?
It feels great, you know, to come from the injury, the one that like I came from, you know, not a lot of people come out of that hole. And, you know, I just want to give credit to my, you know, support system that helped me do it. You know, like my siblings, my coaches, my teammates, my family, my parents, you know, just everybody that helped me get through those tough times. And, you know, I'm saying it was hard to see through the other side, to see that the grass is green on the other side. But, you know, to my support system, they helped me get through that, you know, and I feel like I'm mentally tough. And, you know, I was prepared for those moments that way. You know, God gives his toughest battle to his toughest soldiers. And, you know, I just want to thank God for that and my family and my support system.
So it seems like everyone's always just counted you guys out. I know it's been a big thing this season, but you guys beat a 7 seed, you beat a number 2 seed, you're in the Sweet 16. I mean, do you feel confident this is a team that can win the national championship?
Most definitely. I'm feeling great. We're in the Sweet 16. Like, with dancing in March, I'm a freshman. I would dream of things like this, you know, and to see them come true, you know, just for every kid out there, I want them to, you know, just really hear what I'm saying, you know, cherish it, and, you know, just keep going.
Being a kid from the Bronx, did it mean more to get a win over St. John's?
Most definitely, because a lot of kids from the Bronx don't really get these opportunities, you know. And for me, I want to be like the role model for those kids in the Bronx that, you know, don't really get these opportunities. I want to show them that you can get here. You know, it just takes work, it takes discipline, you know, and trust. Trust yourself, trust what you do in the gym, and just be yourself.
Just what does it mean? You had them to the Sweet 16, obviously getting your first taste of the NCAA Tournament. What's it like?
I mean, it feels great. I mean, I came off injury, you know, in like 2 months. And my next 2 games, we went from round of 64, round of 32, now I'm in the Sweet 16. I mean, I don't get no better than that, you know. From the hole I was in, and the support system that I had to take me out of that hole, you know, it kind of helped me. And, you know, just my parents, my teammates, you know, everybody that got me through that, you know. I mean, I don't get no better than this.
Was there doubt whether you were going to be, you know, ready and whether you're going to be, you know, able to do this?
No doubt at all. You know, just the patience that I had, you know, through the injury, you know, through the recovery process. I feel like that helped me in the long run. You know, to get me prepared. You know, I feel like when I sat back and looked, I saw the game differently and things I could do better. You know, in the Sweet 16.